Hi, welcome to my channel. This is the first video in a series of videos. Um, this video is going to be entitled "Why." Um, we just came through a pretty rough political part of history, very tightly contested race for the presidency, um, TARP being passed with basically not being read by anybody who signed it. Debate over cap and trade and healthcare and everything else is going on right now. ClimateGate happened 2 weeks ago with the outing of emails purporting bad science and collusion and so on and so forth. And this week, Copenhagen is going on. The Copenhagen Treaty is being negotiated. Last week, Arnold Schwarzenegger just mandated that TV screens bigger than 40 inches would be banned in the state of California after the legislature said that they weren't going to write it. He just did it bureaucratically. Today, President Obama has stated that he's basically going to do the same with the Copenhagen Treaty. We're not going to talk about any of that, though, in this video. We're going to talk about why. Speaking specifically about President Obama, there are those on the left and those on the right making different claims and assertions and so on and so forth. One saying that he wasn't born in the United States, the other one saying he had a birth certificate from Hawaii, which we weren't going to get sucked down in that either. Because those are nuance issues. These videos are really to look at a much deeper chain or series of events, logic path, however you want to look at it. And we'll look at it from a lot of different ways in the videos that we do. The question why, and I ask you this question directly of President Obama, why did you seal all your records? You say you were born in the United States and you're a U.S. citizen and these other things, and you may very well be. That's not the issue for this video. But when you sealed your records, you were merely a professor of constitutional law. You had no reason to seal your records. I mean, my God, I'm 44 years old. I'm prior service military. I'm divorced. I've had a few bumps in my life. Nothing I'm particularly ashamed at. Nothing I could really ever consider sealing. If I were to go into politics, why seal my records? No. Because somewhere along the line, somebody from my past would do an interview and my story would begin to become unraveled. So, I ask you, sir, why did you seal yours? You were married, happily, teaching law, and yet you felt compelled to seal not just your legal records from court, your criminal history, if there was any, but your educational records, your medical records, basically all your records. And this was before HIPAA and everything else that prevented people from getting access to them in the first place, or say prevents people from getting access to them. So why were you so compelled to seal your records? See, that's what I ask the questions, why? It's not saying that you are hiding something, sir. It's that you felt compelled to do something that's not normal human behavior. It's not normal for somebody with nothing to hide, or with anything to hide, to seal their records. I would bet that if you were to take 100 of your friends, it would be hard-pressed to find one of them who had ever motioned to seal their records. Let's think about that for a second. But Mr. Obama, long before you were in politics in Illinois, long before you went to Congress, long before you decided to run for President of the United States, or at least from the public record, it looks like it, you sealed your records. Now, we're not talking about issues of birth certificates or anything else, or passports or that stuff. Although I do find it a bit interesting that, Mr. Obama, you did admit to a crime of traveling to Pakistan at a point in time where no U.S. citizen could legally do so. So whether you're a supporter of President Obama, or a naysayer, or a staunch opponent, you have to look at this. Why? It's not normal. And that's what's scary. What else is there that we're not supposed to see? What else are you doing, sir, that we're not supposed to see? And where do you feel so compelled to take bureaucratic actions around the Constitution? You campaigned on an issue of transparency. But your administration's one of the most secretive since, or up to and including Richard Nixon. You said you would never use signing statements, but you have. You said you would greatly diminish the powers of government, and specifically the Patriot Act and Homeland Security. You've increased them. Why? And it starts back to that point. Why did you seal your records? You see, people, I want you to think about things. I want you to question things. I want you to question what your politicians say to you. I want you to question what the media says to you. I even want you to question what I say to you, because it means you're thinking. And that's your duty as a citizen, to think. There's a saying, a seeker of truth, a true seeker of truth will question everything along their journey to find truth. So please, ask questions. It's okay to ask questions of people you support. Do so. Thank you.